Nobody talks about this 3-year shortcut until they are already out of the US military. And by the time they realize what they missed, it is too late to go back. So if you are thinking about joining the US military, or if you are still on the fence, this might be the most important video you ever watch, because this shortcut is how I went from being just another broke immigrant in America to building wealth in America, stability and freedom that most people only dream about. And all of it started with 3 simple years in the US military. On this channel, I show you how 3 years can buy you a lifetime back. So subscribe if you are serious about changing your life. Let's talk about this shortcut. The truth is, most people overcomplicate success. They think they need to build a business, go viral, go to college for 10 years or get lucky. But the reality is, most Americans who make it to stability do it because of systems, not luck. And the US military is one of the most powerful systems ever built. It is not about just serving or wearing a uniform. It is about learning how to position yourself so that 3 years of service can buy you the kind of freedom that other people spend 30 years chasing. It is about leveraging what already exists, benefits, programs, and opportunities to create a financial foundation that lasts for life. When I joined the US military, I had no idea how deep the system really went. I just thought, okay, the military gives you a paycheck, maybe a place to live, and a few benefits when you get out. That is what most people think. But once I started learning, I realized every year you serve, every document you sign, every box you check, it all stacks up into a lifetime of advantages if you know what to do with them. I want you to imagine this. You join the US military for 3 years. You complete one contract, only one. You complete only one contract. That is it. You are not committing to 20. You are doing 3 years only. During those 3 years, you are learning skills that will pay you for life. You are getting free housing, free food, free medical, and free education. And if you play your cards right, you leave the military not just with experience, but with thousands of dollars in savings, access to VA healthcare, disability pay, and a resume that civilians cannot compete with. That is the shortcut nobody talks about. Let me break it down in plain numbers, because this is where most people never do the math. But numbers don't lie. Let's say you are 20 years old, working 2 civilian jobs, making $15 an hour. You might be making around $30,000 to $35,000 a year before taxes. You are exhausted, your body hurts, and after rent and bills, you have maybe $200 left at the end of the month. Imagine you join the US military instead. You are making around the same base pay on paper, but now you are getting free housing, free food, free healthcare, and tax-free allowances like a BAH and BA. That means your entire paycheck becomes savings. You are living for free. And if you have a dependent, for instance, your spouse, your kid, or sometimes your parent, that BAH can be anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 a month, depending on your state. So you could literally be saving more in 1 year of service than you would in 3 years working multiple civilian jobs. And that is before we even talk about the long-term benefits that come after. The first one is the VA disability compensation. People do not understand how powerful this is. If you serve even for 3 years and you document your injuries and conditions properly, you can qualify for tax-free pay for life. I'm not talking about pennies, I'm talking about thousands of dollars every month that hit your bank account no matter where you live or what job you have. I personally receive $4,500 every month tax-free for life, even though I'm working. That is more than some people's full-time salary. And it is because I took the time to understand the system, to document my conditions, and to file the right way. Most veterans miss out because they do not know how. They think, I'm fine, and move on. But the truth is, almost everyone leaves service with some kind of condition: knee pain, back pain, tetanus, anxiety, sleep issues. If you fight correctly, those same issues become your lifetime income. That is part of the shortcut. The second part of the shortcut is the GI Bill. This is the education benefit that civilians dream about but can never get for free. The GI Bill pays for your college, tuition directly to your college, trade school, certification, and even housing while you study. They pay the housing directly to your bank account, but the tuition directly to the school. That is what the GI Bill does. You can earn a degree. Imagine getting paid to go to school. People spend years drowning in student debt to get the same education that veterans get paid to receive. And the best part is, you can transfer that benefit to your spouse or kids later if you want to. That is generational value. That is how you turn one decision into something that changes your entire family's future. Then you have the VA home loan. I personally don't use it. Civilians have to save for years to afford a down payment on a home. Veterans, $0 down payment, no PMI, and lower interest rates. That means you can buy your first home earlier, build equity faster, and even house hack by renting out part of your property. I don't use it because of my faith. Some people use the VA loan to buy a duplex, live in one side, rent the other, and let the tenants pay the mortgage. I don't use it. That is wealth creation right there. For some people, you go from paying rent to collecting it. And it all starts because you served. I have seen veterans buy the first property in the 20s and walk into the 30s already homeowner with rental income. Meanwhile, civilians are still paying rent and hoping interest rates go down. Now, let's talk about the mental side, the discipline. Because money is one thing, but discipline changes everything. The military teaches you how to wake up early, stay focused, handle stress, and follow through on your goals. That mindset alone separates you from 90% of civilians. Most people quit when life gets hard. Veterans do not. That discipline will carry you through businesses, relationships, and everything else in life. I learned more about success and consistency in 3 years of service than I did in all the years of school before that. And that mindset helped me to go from a struggling immigrant to someone who now earns over $300,000 a year in IT. All because I learned how to stay focused and follow through. But here is what nobody tells you. These shortcuts are not automatic. They do not just fall in your lap. You have to know how to play the game. The recruiter will not tell you how to get the best MOS or how to set up your paperwork for dependents. They will not tell you which jobs come with a security clearance that can add $50,000 a year to your civilian income later. They will not tell you that getting married before you join can unlock that extra $3,000 a month in BAH while you are in basic training and AIT. They will not tell you how to properly document your medical history at MEPS so that you are protected when you get out. And they will not tell you how to stack benefits like BAH, BAS, and state-level perks to maximize your money while saving. These are the things you have to learn before you join. That is the difference between people who survive and people who thrive. Let me tell you about a guy, let's call him Jordan. He joined around the same time as me, but we took two completely different paths. He picked his job at random, did not ask about clearance, did not care about our dependents, and just wanted to see what happens. I, on the other side, studied the system before I joined. I chose a job, even though I could not choose a job with a clearance because I was not citizen at that time, but I chose a job that can give me a clearance later. I documented everything at MEPS. I knew about the BAH benefit, and I saved aggressively. 3 years later, Jordan got out, broke, no savings, no benefits, no plan. I got out with a lot of $1,000s in saving, full VA benefit, VA disability compensation, free education. Today, my spouse can go to school for free for 3 years. My kids can go to school for free for up to three years. And also my kids that are not even born yet. Me and Jordan, we both did the same 3 years, but only one of us used the shortcut. That is how powerful this knowledge is. And look, maybe you are watching this thinking, I'm not sure if the military is for me. That is fine. You do not have to be certain. You just have to understand what you are saying no to. You are not just saying no to push-ups and early mornings. You are saying no to free education, to lifelong healthcare, to financial stability, to a guaranteed paycheck, to structure, to paycheck compensation for life, and to benefit that can support you for life. People spend their entire lives trying to find that kind of security, and it is sitting right there in front of you until you are 35 or 39. The military is not perfect, let's be honest. It is hard, it will test you, and it will change you. But if you go in with the right mindset, it will reward you in ways that last long after you hang up the uniform. I created my school community to help people understand this place before they join, because I know what it is like. Because I know what it is like to be on the outside, hearing rumors and bad advice, not knowing who to trust. Inside the school community, I break everything down step by step, how to pick the right contract, how to get the right MOS, how to file for benefits, how to stack your income, how to get the most out of your service. And you can talk to me one-on-one and I can make this community better for you. It is not about hype, it is about preparation. I want people to walk into this decision fully equipped, not blindfolded, because once you join, it is too late to change the contract. But if you learn the game before you play, you can win every time. You can get the most out of those 3 years and walk away set for life. People always ask me, why $44 a month for the community? And my answer is simple. Because if you take what you learn inside the community and apply it, the return on investment is beyond anything you can imagine. Think about it. If that $44 invest helps you Choose a job that adds $50,000 a year to your income later. That is more than 1,000 times return. If it helps you get married before joining and unlock $3,000 a month in BAH while in training, that is tens of thousands back in your pocket. If it helps you properly document your injuries and secure $4,500 a month in VAPA for life, that is millions over a lifetime. So when people tell me $44 is expensive, I say they are thinking small. The question is not how much it costs. The question is how much it is worth. Here is the truth. 3 years in the military can be the most valuable years of your life because it was for me. But only if you understand how to use them. You can either walk in blind and come out like everyone else, or you can walk in prepared and come out ahead. You can join the school community, and after 1 month, if it is not for you, you can leave. Most people only realize how powerful those 3 years in the military were after it is too late. They get out, see veterans collecting benefit like me, owning homes, living free, and they say, I wish someone told me that early. Well, someone is telling you now. I'm telling you now. Do not wait until you are out to learn the game. Learn it before you join. The shortcut is not hidden. It is just ignored. So if you are serious about building wealth, discipline, and freedom, do not overthink it. Learn the system, prepare yourself, and use those 3 years wisely. The shortcut is right in front of you. It does not take 10 years. It does not take luck. It takes knowledge, discipline, and the willingness to do what most people will not. Because when you understand how to play the military game right, you realize it was never about saving the government. It was about saving your own future. If you want to learn exactly how to do this, how to set yourself up before you even join, use the first link in the description below and join the school community. Inside, I walk you through every single step. You can ask me direct question from what to do before you join, what to do during your service, and what to do after you get out. The information inside can save you years of struggle and set you up for a lifetime of rewards. Do not wait. Do not wait until it is too late. Learn the shortcut now and let those 3 years buy you the freedom everyone else is chasing outside. Drop a comment if you have any question, and I will see you in the next one. Watch this video that you think that will be helpful to you. Peace.